Hey y'all, it's your girl Sapphire Kimmy, and we're back with a new video. To the new people, welcome in. To the people returning, welcome back. I'm glad to see you all. So by the title of this video, you guys already see what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going to Sistahs Supermarket, and you might be saying, what is that? Pretty much it is a MyStory affiliate that me and my sister came up with to enhance our RP, seeing as we already use the MyStory Life Simulator HUD, which is kind of like The Sims. So we decided that we would collectively come together and create a store so that we could give back to the community as well as put into our RP as well. So today we're going to be decorating that, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me while we do that. So if you have any questions, make sure that you ask down in the comments, and I'll be sure to try to help you the most I can. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this video, and I'm going to see you in the next video. All right, y'all, so let's talk about it. So remember I said I was gonna bring y'all along me when I decorate. So I try to be a little bit better about being more talkative during my videos when I decorate, because I noticed that I just kind of do a speed through and I don't really show y'all anything particularly. But like right here, I'm basically putting out a prim so that I can res out the items. And you may be like, why do you put a prim down first? It's just easier for me to res out the items in my inventory, because sometimes in certain buildings, mesh buildings for instance, you can't directly res onto the floor in them, and they may go all over the sim. And to keep from having them go all over the sim, you want to actually put down a prim and actually put the stuff on top of the prim and then move it where you want to move it. And then also it just helps with keeping things organized for me. That's just me personally. I don't know about other people, but it's just personally for me, it just helps me keep things organized. And then like right here, I'm pretty much just kind of in my head trying to figure out how I want to lay out the store. So you're gonna see me change a lot of different things. You're gonna see me remove some things because I'm just indecisive. Like I think we already discussed this before. I'm super indecisive, but it's not really so much as I'm indecisive. I'm really picky about certain things and how things look. So you're gonna see me change a lot of things in this video, as well as probably going to see me like stop and like think about some things, because like I'm just real picky. Like I don't really know how to tell y'all any different. But yeah, so I used to have a grocery store in another RP HUD that I used before. I stopped using that one for personal reasons, and that's kind of where I got my idea for this one, because I was like, oh well, since I do MyStory, I want to bring my grocery store back, because it was just really therapeutic for me. It was really fun. I like the farming part of that particular life HUD. So when MyStory had it as well, I was like, ooh, I can get back into my farming and stuff. So the idea of the whole grocery store, me and my sister came up with that. We just figured like we're real big on RP, and we wanted something that was going to enhance our RP even more besides what we already do. So we already make our own type of like foods and stuff for our homes, and we were like, why not just make it into a store and then also share it with the community, because we know it's like a lack of things to RP with in like Second Life. So we just figured might as well just include you guys as well. So if y'all notice, I've moved that prim around a lot, and that's why I said it's for me. It's really easy to use that prim to res out things directly on top, because if you res them, like this particular building, for instance, if I was to res things out on the floor in this particular building, it probably would have been everywhere, and I would have probably lost it, and I would have got really frustrated, and I would have been like, no, I don't want to do this no more. So that's the main reason why I personally use the prim, is to res directly on it so that I can move things and I don't have to worry about them getting lost. So right here, I was making my signs to go around the buildings, and I ended up deleting them in the like at the end, because I redid them. I'm real like I said, when I'm real picky about how things look, so I literally redid all the letters in the building because they weren't the same size, and little stuff like that bothers me. And yeah, so you probably like, that's so weird, why would she do that? But that's just me. Like, I'm real particular about certain things, and little things are just like, little things like that will literally make my skin crawl if it's like out of whack. So yeah. Also, another tip when you're using these particular type of words, so this one, this reser is from Hive, for anybody that wants to know. When you're using these type of letters, what I do is, once I get the word that I want, I will go back in and I will link them together. So pretty much when you edit it, at the top it's going to be a little thing that tells you how to link your letters or whatever it is that you're editing together. I do that because let's just say, for instance, I choose to move lands and I don't want to pick up everything, but my landlord decides to return everything. When they return it, it's going to be in a big cluster. So once let's just say I move to another land and I want to use the same thing over, when I pull it out, it's going to be in a million kajillion pieces. But if you link the letters together, whenever you click on the individual letter, it's going to show you that the whole entire word is linked together, and you won't have to worry about like having to click each one separately because they're all linked together. So that's just a tip for those who use these letters. And then it also helps you save on prims as well, because each letter is an individual prim. So you might have 12 letters out, and if you link them together, it might end up being a little less. It could be like, honestly, you could probably shrink it in half depending on how the mesh is. But yeah, that's just a tip that I use, that you guys also can include as well whenever you're decorating. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna be completely transparent with y'all without throwing shade. But people have asked me recently why my story of all RP hoods. I chose my story because, for one, it was a roleplay hood that I like to use in my RP. Like I always say, I'm really, really big on RP, and I just felt like with my story, before my story, I was doing Zeo Life. Zeo Life was really cool. I did like it. It did have some things that I would say were flaws about it to me. And like it's no shade to the creator or anything, but for me it didn't have like some animations and stuff that I like. But if you're a real role player like me, you don't really need the animations because you got furniture and other things that have animations, so you can work around that. But for me, when it came to my story, it wasn't as tedious and time demanding. I do so many different things in SL, as far as like with role play, with my kids, and I used to be a creator and all these other things. So the fact that this particular RP HUD is not really time consuming, I definitely like that. I also like the fact that it is not very money hungry, like, and it's not very big on spending a lot of money. Things are very cheap when it comes to art, like MyStory RP. Like, it's very affordable. You're not breaking your pockets. For me personally, I like to shop a lot in real life and on SL, so the fact that I can still do an RP HUD as well as shop on the side, that is like really, really good to me. That helps me a lot. And then, like I said, it's just not really really time consuming. Like, as far as the stats go, you got health, hunger, energy, thirst, social, or like happiness, your hygiene, your sickness. So I feel like with those as well, they're not very fast at depleting if you keep them up. I think, I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I believe if you keep them above 80, they don't go down as fast. But once you start to do different things and you don't really take care of them, or you don't pay attention to them, they do deplete. But the fact that it's not very time consuming. That's my biggest thing. I keep saying that it's not time consuming because that has been a factor in other RP HUDs that I've used, where I felt like my time was being sucked up just taking care of my stats. I wasn't able to do any other RP things because I was sitting on a couch, or I was taking a shower, or something that was literally taking all of my time role playing because I had to complete my stats. So that is why I personally chose my story, as well as the fact that you can pretty much do whatever. Like, they have the farming, the cooking. Like I said, my biggest thing is I like to farm, and it's very therapeutic to me. So yeah, like, that's why I chose my story. You may choose it for other reasons, and you'll have to figure that out on your own if you choose to do my story. But me personally, that is the reason why I did my story. Alright, and then right here, I'm just kind of walking around doing a final look, trying to see if I have forgot anything. And I did. So I did go back and I added contact boards of me and my sister. So in case you're in the store at the time and we're not here, or you can't find something specifically, you will be able to click on these two boards right here. It'll show you our profiles, and you will be able to contact us. But yeah, so pretty much I had a really, really fun time decorating this store. It just was really, it's just something I like to do. I love to decorate in SL. So I had a lot of fun doing this, and I was glad that I was able to find another RP HUD system that I was able to use, that I could bring my grocery store back. So yeah. Alright, y'all, and this is the final look. I'm gonna do a walkthrough on the inside because it looks so good. I did so good on this. But yeah, we're gonna go on the inside. Now the shelves and stuff are not stopped because we are actually putting the things on them ourselves. So we will be making things to go on the shelves, but close that. Close the other doors. But this is where you get the hood right here. Obviously, when you first come in, you just click this little sign right here and it's gonna give you your hood. And you walk around the store and get your stuff. So I did change some things off camera. I redid the letters on the walls because I didn't like how they were different sizes, so I did redo those. I also added some ivy up on the wall because I just like greenery and just makes it pop out more. Yeah, there's like a few things, like there's not really much, but like there's like some eggs, but they like look weird. They're not loading in how they supposed to, but we got that. I added this bakery off camera. That ivy up there is glitching, so I gotta fix that. I thought this was really cute. It's got a little NPC lady there. I'm probably gonna put some more NPCs in here as well, just to give it like some more aesthetic, make it look more like a grocery store. It kind of just looks empty right now because it don't have no NPCs or anything in it. But yeah, the shelves and stuff are empty because, like I said, we're gonna be making our own stuff to put in here. So a lot of the food items will be made. I got the owners right here on the wall. Myself and my sister. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I had a lot of fun actually doing this. I can show you guys outside as well. Let's close that. And then over here on the side, it's just gonna be like a farming area for me and my sister to like farm and put some stuff. It's not really anything here besides a barn for like the cows and stuff. So we're gonna put some plants out here, like some planters, so that we can plant stuff, so that we can have fresh fruits and vegetables inside the store. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys come by and support Sistahs Supermarket once it opens. And yeah.